Up next, James Farnan hops on a train to go deep into the history of Kimberley's Sullivan Mine. James?
That's right, Christina. Today, with the help of staff here at Fort Steele Heritage Town, I'm going to be immersing myself in the history of this place. I'm going to be learning how to talk, dress and behave like Mr. McBride, owner of the local hardware store. What better way to experience history, right? Joining me now is Jean-Anne Debrasini, but to everyone here at Fort Steele, she's Mrs. Kershaw. Now, Mrs. Kershaw, how long have you been in character for?
I became Mrs. Kershaw in the late fall of 1979, early spring 1980.
What are some of the things we have to learn?
Usually it's the things you don't say and the things you do say. Also, how you acted. If you didn't have the proper manners and etiquette, you just went down the social ladder.
One of the most important things about getting into character here at Fort Steele is what we're wearing, and clearly what I'm wearing isn't appropriate.
Yes.
Why is this place so good for experiencing history?
It's very interactive. There's lots of good actors that are around, and they can explain things when you go into certain buildings, and the craftsmen, they're very open and they talk to you right away.
It's just like stepping back in time and getting a real feel for what it must have been like back in the day.
You can move at your own pace, and it's interesting and obviously interactive.
Trying to get coverage here. Is there no Wi-Fi signal?
Well, when you're in costume, that had better be far away, like in your lunch bucket. We do not carry these on site. It is an absolute no-no. How out of character. Just look at yourself.
Top of the morning to ya. My name is Mr. McBride.
You just walked out and become a part of Fort Steele characters. So I should take you to show you your hardware store.
Absolutely.
Yes. So here we are at your store, Mr. McBride.
Feels so good to be home.
Well, I hope you had a good journey. Part of your role as Mr. McBride would be to interact with the public. Like the wagon that just went by, you would have waved and said, top of the morning to you. Do stop and see my store.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Mr. McBride. Welcome to my store. Do you need any hardware supplies? Well, unfortunately, I can't help you out with that, but I do have a lawnmower in there. Sir,
$3.70 though, that's awful expensive.
Well, sir, these things don't grow on trees.
Well, that was pretty good. Grow on trees, I'm not sure of. Very hard to come by. Have to take a long trip on a boat, 2 boats actually, and a train.
You didn't just come out to visit Fort Steele, you actually got dressed up. Why'd you want to do that?
Well, it's for the fun of it mostly, and because it feels more like you're really there when you're dressed up and going around to the...
Good afternoon, my lady. My name is Mr. McBride. I own the hardware store here in town. Can I interest you in a tour of my store?
No, I'm okay, thank you.
Well, I wasn't actually asking you, sir. In character, how did I go?
You did really good.
Well.
Yeah, you did well.
Well, thank you very much. I didn't offend you, did I?
Not at all, no.
I played the role of Mr. McBride. How did I go? Oh, the silence is deafening. Well, I'm getting quite hungry. What do you say we head back to the store and get into something a little bit more comfortable?
Well, why not you anyway, sir? My day isn't quite finished yet. Now, gentlemen, always, yes.
We've got to take a break, but stick around. We're headed to the Fraser Valley and the Okanagan next for more great ways to experience history.